from Lincoln County High School. I will be singing I Walked There When Jesus Walked by Gregory O'Hara with my accompanist, Mr. A.
Big piece. Yeah. Did you pick this or did someone else?
Yeah, so I picked it because I just really enjoyed it and something was telling me to pick that one out. And then when I looked at like the average time that it took, I was like, oh wow, because like one of the like people that has previously sang it, it took them roughly 4.5 minutes for the whole song, and I was like I picked it, and then I looked at the song later after. I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this song. And then I looked at the time and I'm like, oh my, that's 4.5 minutes. And I was like, okay, I already picked it, so I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah. What year in school were you?
I am a sophomore.
You're okay. Super, good, you're
It's
doing
my
good things.
first year in high school choir and second year in general choir.
Awesome, do you play in band?
I used to in middle school and I haven't in 2 years now.
Okay. So, what struck you about Savannah's voice that you liked?
It's very powerful.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of range and,
Big range, a lot of power,
Yes.
right? That's what jumps out at us. That's good. So, as someone who just started, you're off to a great start. At your district festival, you worked with my friend Christina Glover at and that's a mouthful. What did she have? What did she say?
She recommended me to practice breathing, like only breathing out with like a little bit and like practicing my breathing better. I was trying to work on that, but I don't.
Well, there's not a lot of time between district and state. It's kind of
It was kind of
we
tight.
pretend that we're going to practice, but we rarely do much. Right? I mean,
And then for directors, it's the time where you're sparing voice, you don't have time to work.
I completely ignore my students. You know, I mean, I've been doing this, like, I've got like 30 kids here doing solos, and I haven't touched it since district. So I get it. But I was just curious to see, you know, what she said, because she's someone I respect and she knows what she's doing. And I totally agree. Like, we kind of just did it with Dawn, right? The fundamental for us as singers is the breath, and everything good happens from the breath. Where do you feel like, or this might be a question for you, but either one of you, where do you feel like you sing the best in this song?
Either at the very start or on the part where he was like he died. Like maybe possibly.
Let's do the He Died part. Where's that? Is that verse 2?
Out in the middle of Calvary is.
The end. Oh, that, okay.
Yeah, that part.
That whole section or just the last phrase of it?
Like maybe.
Let's
all
do
the
like, I climbed the hill of Calvary.
The last.
The first one.
No.
We can do this whole crescendo thing.
I climb the
Now, hold on. So when you sang I, we just froze you there. Where was that? Where's that note? Because it's, okay.
So roughly at you want to guess?
Sure, I mean, well, what key are we in? Key of G. So you'd be, where's Do?
Do is at.
Give us Do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I need to make that way higher.
right?
Yes.
So sometimes, and you did it just then, and I think you did it at the beginning of the piece, is you kind of have an indefinite pitch when you start. I, and it's I climb. If I'm looking at the right spot.
I think it's, the first one, I think starts on.
We're looking at the different
There's
spots.
two.
Oh, you got it.
I'm
going right here.
So,
Yeah, I'm sure it was a G.
oh, I thought you were looking at that. Sorry.
Oh, see, yeah. I wasn't. I was looking at this one, sorry.
Oh.
So let's start there.
All right.
Okay, so the second one?
Yeah, I guess that is, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
All right. I climb the hill of
Okay, so now what we're gonna do, let's do it again, this time I'm gonna have you just whip up some next. Okay?
Okay.
And you'll feel where you need to whip eggs faster.
Okay.
Okay, ready? And go.
I climb the hill of Calvary. I climb the hill of Calvary, where on the cross
Yeah, so now if you're gonna go up, and I admire your courage in going for the high note, you're gonna have to change your vowel. Because nobody, even professionals, can sing an E vowel up there. It doesn't feel right, does it?
No, it does
It's
not.
acoustically almost impossible. So what we do is, and this is for any sopranos and altos in the room, when you get up high, you change to a more open vowel. So E becomes okay? So you're gonna sing, and if it's even higher, like that's pretty high, you can even switch to like huh. Yeah, and we'll think you're saying he. We know what you mean. Okay. So try this. This won't translate in because I'm a guy, but let's go. Yeah.
Alright.
So that's kind of the feel, right? Like. Actually, spunk that every time, yeah. I just tremendous space. Okay. He. Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's not gonna work. Okay. So now we're gonna keep whipping some eggs. And when we get there, we're gonna go. You're gonna like cast a fly around or something, and you're gonna say head high, okay?
Alright.
All right. I climb. Ready? And go.
I climb the hill of
I'm gonna
Calvary.
stop you right now because if you start heavy, you'll carry the weight up, and nobody wants to carry heavy bags up the stairs. So lighten the bags, lighter on the bottom. Because naturally, as you go up higher, things are going to get, right? So we're going to start in the place, like say cross. You play it for us. So, I'm sorry. You go, that placement, that's where you want to start. That's what I'm trying to get you. Ready? And go.
I climb the
That's
hill
good.
of Calvary.
Reset lightly.
I climb the hill of Calvary. Where on the cross they died.
Okay. Now can you do it so you don't go hit high, but you go hit high, not hit high. Jesus didn't die like that. That was a joke. Hit high. Does that make sense? Okay, so I guess we can just do the into it. We're on the cross. Okay, ready?
Where on the cross they died.
Yeah, if you wanted to, and we won't do this right now, but you could work on just sustaining that. So you can really feel what it's like to hang out up there. Okay. So how much time do we have? We got time. So you have a big, interesting voice. And I say that, and that's a compliment. Okay. You have a big voice, and for someone who's new to singing, sometimes it's hard to figure out how to work it. And you're doing a good job. I don't know if you're a soprano or an alto, honestly, at this point.
It's kind of a
You
balance.
can do a little bit of everything. The thing I think for you is to start to understand that you have this low chest voice and this higher head voice, or whatever. Some people use different terms, but the key for you is to blend them together. And I think right now you're defaulting towards your heavier lower voice, which like at the beginning of the piece. If we go back to the very beginning, you have this rich lower register, but it doesn't quite match up with your upper register yet, and you need to just kind of figure out how to balance them, I think. So at first, that might mean, let's just sing the beginning, let me hear it again.
I walk.
Yeah, so that's what I need to get in the head again. So you're basically using your spoken voice there. And you're putting pitch to it, but you're going, I walked, and the way I would approach that would be, I walked, like there's more of a, I walked, instead of, I walked.
Kind of more like you're walking on a cloud almost kind of thing.
That's a
just
great
gentle.
image, yeah. So just picture that. I walked. It has more float in it, right? Okay, ready? And.
I walked today where Jesus walked.
Yeah, and so you started there, you went, I walked, and then you went, today, and you dropped it, right? So it's like, I walked today where Jesus walked. It's sort of this feeling of In this line, it's a feeling of like suspension and floating, you know? See if you can keep your voice there. Another way to check this, sing this with your nose plugged. I walk, ready?
I walked today where Jesus walked.
Great, so your soft palate lifted, that's great, good. Okay, so now all you need to do is I want you to just sustain this, let it just keep floating forward. I walk today where Jesus walked. And you just keep letting it move, ready?
I walk.
Go into that. I walk. See, and you're feeling that. You know what I mean? Like I can see what you're after. It just doesn't translate the way vocally. Like, you need to. I walk today. Ready?
I walked today.
Because then you're bending the pitch too. If we're honest,
Have it.
you're going, I walk today. It's like, oh no. So I see what you're going for musically, but it doesn't translate quite like you think. I walk today. Really?
I walk today where Jesus walked.
So here's another way to think about this. Sing it with that airflow. No, sing it on the words, but with that same air. I walk today where Jesus walked. Yeah, so it's just everything is a little more legato than you think. And it's all just right on the air. Right on the air. What a big voice. Well, you've got a good future ahead of you.
Thank you.
And I really commend you for picking a challenging piece and learning it and memorizing it and doing all the right things with it. It's obvious that the piece you connect to it, and you share that really nicely. So thank you.
Yeah, this song actually doesn't get through a hard time, so you're really nice to have it.
That's outstanding. I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for sharing. Good job.